Yo, what's up guys? My car looks like shit, but at least I know how to use the NDS 2 software, and you will too after this tutorial. You need 3 things for the whole thing to work. One is a cable, of course the NDS software, and a computer. The cable, you need a KKL 409.1, but I got mine off Amazon for like $20 and it works. So that's pretty good. You could buy a consult for $130, but why spend that much if that thing works? The software, you can get it off the official NDS website. When you buy one, you get 5 keys. So you could get it working on 5 different laptops or PCs or whatever you need. You can also get it on Android, but you don't have all the functions on there, so why would you get it there? You can get it on the official nissan website. You really need to watch out what version of NDS you need, because NDS 1 is like for 300ZX and some other ones. And we need the NDS 2 for like 350C, G35 and all that stuff. You download the version here. You can either get the latest version or stable version. I got the stable version because they're probably never gonna put out any new functions. Here on the functions, you can just look at it, what you can do, like adjust your idle and ABS, and of course test some things and see some data. On the support, you can go to adapters. There's a list on what adapters work for which NDS. Like you can see NDS 1, and then there are like some other ones, and then NDS 2, and there's like a expensive consult and all that stuff, and that's actually the one I got. But it's a KKL 409.1 vec.com, and when you get it, it's not gonna work directly because you will need some drivers, and you can get the drivers actually for free on the FTDI driver website, FTDI chip. So my PC just died, so we're now on the couch. Once you are on the FTD chip website, you can just download here. You just click on click, and then you download the whole setup. Very easy from there. Sometimes there comes a little disk with the cable. I wouldn't really use that because there are some old drivers on there, and sometimes Windows just thinks that it's a virus. So just download it from the official website and you're safe. You're just gonna go on setup, and then very simple from there. I don't really need to do all that stuff because I already have them. Once you're installed, restart your PC so all the drivers get there where they want and everything works. Once you're there, you're gonna open up NDS. I actually forgot to tell you how to activate the software. There's a complete tutorial on the website on itself, so I don't really need to show you that. It's very simple. If you can't do that, maybe don't use the software. Once it's installed and activated, your NDS will look like that. And then you have your cable, of course. You're just gonna plug it into any USB of your PC. Of course, connect this to your OBD. And sometimes, if you're unlucky and you're going to try connect it, you will have unable to open COM2, but that's a very simple fix. You're just going to press Windows and X on your PC and then go to Device Manager, I think it's called in English. Then you have here your, whatever it's called in English, and COM LPD. You see your cable here, and then COM4. This is where you plugged it in. We need to put the 4 in communication, and then here in your COM port, you're just gonna put in 4. The adapter type is generic adapter. Now you're safe. If you did everything correctly, you go and connect. So once you have everything set up, you're just gonna plug it into your car, turn the ignition on, and then you hit connect. Sometimes it doesn't work on the first try. It is connected here, and then you can diagnose. And of course, my 350C has a fault. And it's normal that if you're switching from like ECM to ABS or some other stuff, you need to connect it again. If you want to connect anything other to than that, like SRS, I don't know if my C actually has SRS, and it says con failed all the time, your car just doesn't have it. If you can't connect like to your ABS, there's some problem with the OBD and your ABS, so that the software can't communicate with your ABS. So if you can't connect it, good luck. But yeah, that's it. If you want anything more, like small tutorials on how to read that or do that, write a comment. Other than that, if you have any questions on how to connect, you can write us on Instagram. It's Streeto, and I'm trying to help you. Other than that, I hope you liked the video, and hopefully see you in the next one.